a lovely sunny day here at Rough Castle on the Antonine Wall. It's the best surviving Roman fort on the wall. The Antonine Wall runs for around about 40 miles across central Scotland, and although we've got some spectacular remains like the fort of Rough Castle behind me here and the ditch that was in front of the rampart of the wall coming behind me, in many places it's really not very visible to the public. When you come to visit a site like Rough Castle, you can really start to imagine what this may have been like. You know, a busy fort full of Roman soldiers, a military community, wives and children that we know from archaeological evidence would have been around and about there. And we also know that the soldiers, from some of the evidence that the soldiers in this particular fort came from the area that's now round about modern day Belgium. So we've got interesting information about soldiers moving around the empire. And you can start to get a feel of that when you see the ramparts and the ditches and where some of the buildings were inside the fort. But in so many places on the Antonine Wall, actually you can't see things like that. The structures are predominantly built of turf and timber, so they don't survive that well. In many places it is just the ditch that you can see. And so a challenge for a project like rediscovering the wall, the Antonine Wall, and those of us working on the wall, is to actually think about how we bring this fantastic archaeology to life. One way that we can bring this archaeology to life is through the medium of things like this display board here and other ones that we have around the fort here at Rough Castle, which have imagery and stories to tell you about what life was like on this remote Roman frontier nearly 2,000 years ago. But we also have an app which you can download, an Antonine Wall app, which combines information from museums, artefacts from museums, with information about the sites, again to help bring the past to life. The Rediscovering the Antonine Wall project has looked at a really creative set of ways to bring the past to life, from the sculptures, the heads, the distant stones, and a variety of other projects that they're doing with local communities, just to really help reinforce that message of what this place would have been like, this bustling community on the northern fringes of the Roman Empire. Alongside this, we have 4 play parks now created, another one in development. These have all been designed with local communities, with local school children, and they also tell that story about the Roman past with different themes, but they also feature characters and people that we know, whose names we know from inscriptions and things around the Antonine Wall.